We hunger for a better world, a better neighborhood. And we yearn to know the part that we can play in moving towards that.
Renewal. It can be defined as filling again by supplying what has been used up. Renewal is simple to talk about, but challenging to live.
Renewal means to me rebirth, which is a newness.
Renewal is God's love coming out of us into our environment, into our neighborhood.
Renewal to me is hope and rebirth. It is taking what was lost or discarded or seemingly unusable and making something beautiful out of it and something that glorifies God. Just the way God renews us when Jesus saves us. And that's what I think New Hope and NHNR does with this neighborhood. It finds something beautiful out of the discarded and out of the unusable and turns it into something great.
In 1994, disturbed by the trend of inner-city churches closing their doors, the members of North Park Church planted a new church in the heart of the Marshall-Shadeland neighborhood, part of Pittsburgh's North Side. Part of the DNA of this fledgling church, known as New Hope Church, was that racial reconciliation would be deliberate and at the core of this community of faith. Upon first locating in the Marshall-Shadeland neighborhood, one of the felt needs of the community was that children needed support. They needed activities after school, and they needed academic help. So Yes Kids, which stands for Youth Experiencing Success, was launched.
I've developed relationships with the kids in the program, with the mentors, seen changes in kids, for the better, and unfortunately seeing kids that, were helped by the program for a while, but then chose to make decisions that were not in their best interest. So you've seen both sides of it, but from sticking with it, you can see when kids choose to make the right decision and they have that support there and they have a mentor that cares about them and they, to go along with support from home, they can do great things.
The Yes Kids mentoring for my daughter, now that she's old enough, it changed her because she got a new love for reading. My daughter, she will see me reading, she mocks me because I'm a reader, but now I see her at nights like reading to herself if she can't go to sleep. So I was like, that didn't come until after the mentoring had happened.
When I first started as a mentor, I thought it was about trying to improve students' grades. And that is a part of the Yes Kids program, but that's a very small part of it. What it really is more about is building a relationship with the student. The grades will come, but it's really making a commitment to just show up and show your student that you're going to give him 100% of your time for 2 hours a night. And that's building a relationship, and that's more important than anything else that we can do in the Yes Kids program.
Students and urban teen mentors who have spent a number of years in the Yes Kids program are eligible to receive a Matt Smith Memorial Scholarship to help defray costs of continuing education after high school. In addition to the needs of our youth, vacant, abandoned homes are another challenge in our neighborhood, and New Hope is doing something about it. A handful of successful projects have seen 5 brand new townhomes built on Shadeland Avenue. But not all of our housing efforts start from scratch. There are plenty of homes that need just a wiring or plumbing upgrade, a roof here, some windows there.
I'm from the east side, and I felt that same way. I would never move on the north side. The north side is like, oof. But it's home. I never, in my house, from the first day I moved here, I never was uncomfortable in here.
As New Hope was completing the building of 2 new homes on Shadeland, another opportunity arose. The neighborhood bar owner approached the church about purchasing the building.
whenever you can take a bar out of a neighborhood, which is a nuisance bar, and change it into a family atmosphere so people can come and gather and conversate. To me, that's a change to the betterment.
I think the fact that we bought the bar is fantastic. To actually put feet to faith and take that leap, I think that speaks volumes to the neighborhood.
Not a day goes by that we don't get compliments on what we are trying to do, as well as folks walking into the building and just being amazed at what it has transformed from, to give youth an opportunity for growth, employment, character development, and I think we're well on that path.
The cafe has opened up new opportunities for our youth with the STEP program, which stands for Students Trained, Equipped, and Prepared for Success After High School. The STEP program gives job training and is achieved in part by our collaboration with Urban Impact, who has directed some of their students toward this 12-week course. We teach the basics of running a small cafe, making gourmet coffee, and serving gelato. But more importantly, it teaches the importance of discipline in the workplace, handling money, being on time, and dealing with the public.
The STEP program is a program that helps you develop skills that you will need for future jobs.
The STEP program has taught me to set goals to achieve my dreams, and it's taught me how to prepare for an interview.
This has been a wonderful collaboration with New Hope. I'm just so pleased to see the young people coming. They're coming on time. They are presenting themselves more clearly each week. I can just see the improvement. So STEP stands for Students Being Trained, Equipped, and Prepared for Work. I can just see that happening on a week-by-week basis. I'm really excited to get this group into camp now and have them work with us this summer.
The Cafe and Creamery is home to more than just youth training programs like STEP. The second and third floor house Allegheny Youth Development, a service agency working with teen boys in our neighborhood.
God has a plan for everybody's life, and I guess maybe the most common term that we think of for that is potential. Everybody has a potential, and you have to live up to your potential.
Although we see much fruit in what we do, Renewal comes with its challenges and sacrifices. On September 1st, 2006, Carl Ferris, an aspiring young man at 18 years of age, with a full scholarship to college, was shot and killed after attending visitation services for his uncle.
I didn't feel like going to church that Sunday. He said, "Mom, you going to church?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Well, I'm going."
Carl Ferris was a young man who that exhibited leadership.
When I think about Carl, a lot of people can think his life was such a tragedy and cut so short, and while it was, you know, if it wasn't for the ministry of New Hope and people investing in his life, Carl's life wouldn't be a success story, and I think his life is a success because of the influence he had in such a short time on the young people around him.
Other loved ones have also passed on, and though these losses have shocked our community, they have also sharpened our focus and strengthened our resolve that our work on behalf of this neighborhood is desperately needed, and there is still plenty to be done. From a distance, Pittsburgh city neighborhoods may look unreachable, but look a little closer, and you're reminded that it's real people we're talking about. So by God's grace, New Hope will continue to supply what has been used up. We won't abandon the people we love, nor will we stand idly by and watch the cycle repeat itself.